Okay. So when we think about our purpose and we think about living in line with it, we think about generating things in it. We think about doing our purpose and showing up every day and getting to do things. Hey, Christina, thank you. Getting to do things that connect with us and make sense to us. When we think about all of that, why aren't we always going for it? Why aren't we always doing it? Hey, Christy, what's that thing that's happening? How is your ego winning? What's the ego trick here that's having power over you and stopping you from doing that stuff that you really, really want to do? What is it? I hear this almost every day, this sentence in some form uttered to me when I'm doing purpose work with people. I even have this uttered to me for people who do purpose work at a big, big level. People who make lots of money doing their purpose work, who are very successful, are talking to me and saying this sentence to me to keep themselves from going to the next level, or to do the next thing, or to enter a new arena. And this is something I'm constantly saying to people, not gonna fly. No good. All right, you ready to know what it is? This sentence is, there's some form of this. You ready? I haven't mastered that yet, so I can't help other people with it. I'm gonna say it again. I haven't mastered that yet. Hey, Melanie, I haven't mastered that yet, so I can't help other people with it. That sentence sucks. Take it, crumple it into a ball, and throw it in the fireplace, because that sentence is going to stop you from sharing and helping and serving people, and that's not okay. Here's why that's a load of BS bull cockadoodie. You ready to hear why? The reason that doesn't work is because you have to look at what you already know. What have you been through, and where have you journeyed to, and what can you turn around and share with people? You shouldn't have anything mastered, because you're pretty new to this game. You know, you're going to be 157 and you're going to be lying on your deathbed and you're going to be like, you know what? I still don't have everything mastered yet. That's okay. You didn't come here to master anything. You came here to learn. You came here to evolve. So if you're keeping yourself from helping people, or you're playing small, or stopping yourself from sharing with people because you're like, I haven't mastered this yet, big mistake. Let me give you some examples. Let me take a sip of my drink first. I'm losing my voice again because I got hit by a cold that started as allergies. Are you guys all suffering from this too? Oh my goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. I heard that ding. That was my phone. Turning the volume off now. The mystery dings that happen. So let's look at some examples of this. All right. So let's say that you want to help people on their fitness journeys. Like, I want to help people get in shape. I want to help people eat healthier and feel better. And, you know, my purpose is to, let's think of an example. My purpose is to help people transform. So transform is my word. So I want to help people get healthier and fit and lose weight and feel good about their bodies. Okay. And you stop and you look in the mirror and you're like, you know what though? This isn't perfect. No, there's a few, no, I can't help anyone yet because my body is not currently perfect. I actually still need to lose some weight. And I'm going to wait till I have a six-pack before I tell anyone any of the knowledge I have and share any of my energy with anyone to try to help guide them on this journey. I'm just not going to do it at all. That's such a mistake, right? Oh my goodness, that's playing so small. What you could do instead, and how you need to look at this instead is, well, where am I on this weight loss journey? Where am I on this journey to becoming more fit? Maybe you have made the decision and commitment after years and years of struggling to take care of yourself. Maybe you've done that. And so maybe what you offer, and you've done nothing else. You haven't lost a pound yet. You signed up, you did your schedule, but that's all you did. Maybe that's it. So what? Don't not do anything. Stop and go, how did I make that decision? How could I help people make that decision? What's different about this time than the other times? What could I offer to people in line with that? To be like, this is how you make that decision and commit to it. Here's some tools. Maybe you've lost half your goal weight. Maybe your goal is to lose 50 pounds and you have lost 25 pounds. What have you learned in losing that 25 pounds that you could say to someone, let's get to your first halfway point in your goal. Let's get to the first 20 pounds. I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to tell you how I did that. Here's my toolkit, right? No one needs you to be perfect. People need you to be real. They need you to be authentic. They need you to connect with them, and they need you to help guide them, but they don't need you to have it perfect. If you paint this picture of yourself to people that you want to help, that you're someone who is perfect, like, I got this. I don't have anything bad going on. I do everything perfectly. If that's the picture you paint, no one is going to work with you. Let's take that same fitness scenario. Let's imagine that you have two options for fitness people to work with. And fitness person one sells you on how perfect their body is. So like, look at, you could bounce quarters off my ass, and my abs are a perfect six-pack, and I never have any trouble eating right. I always do it, and I never miss a workout, and I love being in the front of the class every time doing Zumba, and I never feel silly, or I never wonder if the person next to me can smell my BO because I'm a rock star, okay? That's option one for you. Come on, that person exists in those classes. You know that they do. Option number two is someone who says, hey, I don't have the perfect body, and that's not even something I'm going for, but I have felt like it was really, really difficult and such a struggle to take care of myself. And I felt the pain of what that feels like. I understand how much that undoes your self-worth, and how that can take away from your power, and how stuck that makes you feel, and how terrible it is to look in the mirror in the morning and sit down on your closet floor and cry, or to take 45 minutes to find an outfit that doesn't make you feel so terrible about yourself that you want to scream. I know what that feels like. And I also know what it feels like to struggle in a class and to feel like the biggest nerd ever when you're trying to do yoga, or to feel like I want to hide at the back of the class. I know what all of that feels like, and I've worked on it. I've conquered it. Some days I show up and it still makes me nervous, but I fight through, and I have some great tools to do that. And now that I'm through, I'm halfway on my journey. I've lost half the weight. Now that I'm through and I've experienced this and I've fought through this, I've taken all the stuff I did right, and I've put it so that I can show you how to do that. And I've taken all the mistakes that I've made, and I've put them into lessons for you so that you don't repeat them, so that this could be a gentler process with more support for you. Which one are you going to go with? Hello? Who cares about bouncing quarters off your ass person? You want the person who understands your struggle. You want the person who you can relate to. You're like, you know what? If they can do it, so can I. That's what you want, right? Does that make sense to you? All right, I hope so. I don't know if Marie C is here, but she got me this beautiful mug. Isn't this so cute? It says Spiritual Rebels on the bottom. Let's look at a few more examples. And if you want to give an example, or you want to ask a question like, how could I do this in this area? Tell me. But you've got to look at what you already know, and you can't let being an expert stop you. Let me give you myself as an example. The things that I help people with is to get unstuck. Like, whatever is holding you back from the greatness that I see in you. Today in our Life Changers group, we came up with a hashtag, I see your magic, because I do. Whatever's stopping you from being as friggin' magical as you could be, I see it, and I help you get unstuck. That's what I do. But that doesn't mean that I live a life where I don't get stuck, and when I have days where I do not feel so magical. That's not what that means. It means that I do get stuck too. In fact, I've lived a life where I was stuck for a really long time, and I had to fight and scrap my way out of that awful place, and I didn't want it to be like that for everyone else. And the reason that I'm good at what I do is because I own that, and I live that, and I continue to work through that, and I put my money where my mouth is with that, right? So it's not about, you don't need me to be perfect. You don't need me to never struggle, right? That's not what you need from me. You need me instead to share with you who I am and what I do and how I do that. Does that make sense? I hope that really drives home for you. Let's say that the thing that you want to do is maybe you work in MLM, all right, and you sell a really cool product that you love and you believe in. If you're like, you know what, this is super cool, this product, but I don't know everything there is to know about this product, so I don't think I should step up and try to sell it yet. oh, what a disservice. This product is probably great, and your level of knowledge and experience is holding it back from other people it might connect to. So what do you know? What drew you to that product? What works for you with that product? What's been a great success story for you? What if you started by just sharing that and making resources available to people to learn more, right? Like, there's always a place to start. You will learn so much from taking these little steps towards your purpose that you won't even believe it. All right. So I've given this example before too, but I have a client who, she's amazing, and she's working on this really cool program about getting out of debt and really helping women feel financially savvy. And I think this is so needed in the world. I don't know about you guys, but like, I hear people talk about finances and money, and I'm like, let me just fall asleep. That's a different language. I don't care. People are like stocks, and my husband like is so knowledgeable about all that stuff, and he talks about it, and I'm like, no interest. So what she's doing is taking it and making it so especially empathic women connect with that and understand it and feel empowered when it comes to that stuff and really have an understanding and a grasp of it. And so she started in this place of being $100,000 in debt, having creditors chase her down, and being about to lose her home, like very close to losing her home. Like it was going up for auction. And she went from there, and she has paid off over half of that debt, over $50,000. She now is she's in a new place. She struck an amazing deal with the bank. She's in a new place. She's cut her debt in half. She has no creditors calling her. She does not live under that stress. And she has this beautiful plan to really take care of the rest of the debt, so she doesn't feel that stress all the time. She's got it worked out. She's got what she's going to do together and investments together, and she knows what she's doing. It's amazing. And she said to me, at this point where she is now, her money halfway point, well, once I get fully out of debt, then I'll help people. And so I said to her, but what are you going to say next? Once I'm a millionaire, once I'm a billionaire, once I'm a quadrillionaire? Like, no, what you've done is already most of the work. There are a lot of people who are really far in debt who just by giving the steps that you've taken to get where you are, you would help them. And if you wait, all those people are going to be robbed of your help. They're going to be robbed of your gifts and your light and your beauty and your amazingness. Go shine. Go do that. Okay? So that's what you want to do. You want to look at that. You want to see, you want to feel, and you want to understand what you can do now. Get rid of that sentence. You do not need to be a master, expert, guru, have done it for 500 years and know everything there is to know about everything before you do it. No, that will derail you from your purpose every time. When you see that thought come up, be like, hey, ego, step aside. This is not going to work today. This is not going to work today.